first seaming technique I'm going to show you is the mattress seam. So just start out with 2 pieces, line them up with the right side facing up. So I have the cast on down here and the bind off up here for both of them. So you're going to have these edges right next to each other. This is my favorite seaming technique. So you are going to be working with these bars right here. So you take the edge row, the edge column, and you pull it apart from the rest of the work. And you'll see that these bars appear. So you want to do that for each side. And you can do this as you go, or if you've got a small piece like this, you can work all of it. So here we go on that side, and then just repeat on this side as well. And you'll start to notice the bars as you pull them away. This technique is a lot easier if you've done some sort of selvage edge, like a slip stitch selvage edge, but for this tutorial, we're going to show you how to do just the regular one. So take a spare piece of yarn, preferably in the same color as your pieces, but for learning tutorials, I'm going to do a contrasting color. So you start with the right side, and I just put my needle through the corner and pull, leaving enough of a yarn tail to weave in later. And then I go to the other side, and these first 2 bars that are not a part of your cast on row, these first 2 bars here, I'm going to take my needle and insert it underneath both of them and pull through. And then I go to the other side and I find the next 2 bars on this side. So you can see those 2 bars right here. Put my needle underneath them and pull the yarn through. So you'll start to get this sort of effect, but we're going to pull it tight later. So go to the left side, find the next 2 bars, put your needle underneath and pull that yarn through. Then find the next 2 bars on the right side, put the needle underneath and pull through. And you're just going to keep doing this until you have a few inches. So now I've got about 2 inches here. So you just take this working yarn and you're just going to pull it tight. And you'll see that the pieces start to join as you do so. And be careful not to pull too tightly or you'll pull out your working tail down here. Now sometimes if you pull way too tight, which doesn't really show it on this piece, but it can start to like pucker and bunch up here, and if that happens, all you have to do is take your piece like this and pull the edges, the top and the bottom edges apart until it flattens out. And then since you finished on the left side, you go to the right side and you find the next 2 edge bars that you have not worked yet. Pull your yarn through. Go back to the left side. Back to the right side. Again on the left. And you're just going to repeat this until you have seamed together however many inches that you need to for your project. I use this technique a lot when seaming up the sides of a sweater and then leave enough room to add some sleeves. So every couple of inches, I will pull it tight. And again, if it starts to bunch like this did right here, just pull the top and the bottom away and it straightens out. So you get this nice, clean looking technique here. If you look on the wrong side, you get this little bump, but it's a nearly invisible join on the front. So the little bump is a small price to pay for that. And then you just weave in your ends and you're all good to go.